Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Michael and today I'm going to be taking you through a short morning Vinyasa flow sequence. So just a nice way to open up through the whole of the body, prepare us for our day, perfect if you haven't got a whole lot of time to practice. We're not going to be using any props, so we simply need ourselves and our mat. So let's come down. We're going to begin in our child's pose, our extended child pose. So coming towards the back of the mat, taking the knees nice and wide, have the big toes touching, tops of the feet to the floor, and let's sink the tailbone down as we reach the arms forward and allow the forehead to soften down to the mat. So taking a moment to just slow the breath down. Beginning to breathe in and out of the nostrils, sense of space, the breath in the back of the body. Maybe tuning into that initial engagement, soft lift of the pelvic floor, the navel gently drawing in towards the spine, facial muscles relaxed. So if you are practicing in the morning, remember the body generally is always a little bit tighter first thing. So be kind and gentle to your body. Start to reach the fingertips away, finding that length through the sides of the body, all the way down into the hips. We're going to take a deep breath in through the nose. And as we exhale, we're going to walk the hands over to the right as we extend the left arm away from the body, drawing the left hip back and breathe in deeply into the left ribs. It's a lovely position for opening up through the rib cage. Again, finding that sense of depth. And take a nice deep breath in. As we exhale, walk the hands over to the left, reaching the right arm forward away from the body, draw the right hip back, breathe into the right ribs. Nice steady breath. Opening up through the right rib cage. All the way down into them lovely intercostal muscles. Let's walk the hands back to the center. Breathe in as we lift up onto all fours. Bringing the knees underneath the hips, elbows and wrists below the shoulders. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Take a deep breath in as we draw the belly down. Roll the shoulders back. Take the gaze forward. And as we exhale, round in deeply into the spine. Draw the belly in. Breathe in as we draw the belly down, lift the tailbone, roll the shoulders back and look forward. Exhale as we round into the spine. So just do this a couple more times in line with your own breath. Finding that sense of openness all the way down the back of the body. Remember, like I say, the body in the morning tends to be a little bit tighter. We tend to need to be a little bit kinder. And let's come back to a nice neutral spine. Walking the hands forward, spread the fingers wide. We're going to tuck the toes under and we're going to breathe in as we float the hips up and back, coming into our first downward facing dog. So have a nice deep pedal through the heels, lovely little sway into the hips, soften the elbows, broaden the shoulders. So length here all the way down the sides of the body, maybe a little sway into the hips. And from here, let's steady our feet. We're going to breathe in as we float the right leg, bend the knee, lift that knee nice and high, keep pressing through the hands. Nice steady breath. And let's step the right foot forward in between the hands. Keep the back heel lifted. So fingertips to the floor, shoulders back away from the body. And then from here we're going to breathe in as we roll the shoulders back, take the gaze forward, press the left heel back. Nice steady breath. And then from here let's take the arms a little bit wider. We're going to start to straighten through the right leg as we fold the body forward. So deep stretch here all the way at the back of that right leg. Holding it steady, keep the face nice and relaxed. And let's bend into that right knee. So from here we're going to bring our right fingertips to the inside of that right foot. We're going to keep the back heel lifted and we're going to breathe in as we float the left arm up to the sky. So maybe a little bit of unsteadiness in the body here. We're going to keep it nice and steady. Lightness between the body and the floor. It's a nice upper body rotation. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale as we float the left hand down. Swap the hands over. Breathe in as we take the right arm up to the sky. Keep pressing the right shoulder open. And let's bring the right hand down to the floor. Plant the hands. Lightly step the right foot back. We're going to breathe forward into our plank. So shoulders balanced above the ribs, belly joint in. Keep the hips lifted, keep the heels pressing back. So feeling the core of the body working here. So we're already beginning to build some strength into the upper body. And let's send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Option to hold it steady, maybe a little pedal through the heels before moving into the second side. Inhale as we lift the left leg, bend the knee, lift the knee nice and high, keep pressing into the hands. And let's step the left foot forward. So again, fingertips to the floor. We're going to get a little bit of space here between the body and the thighs. So draw the belly in, keep the shoulders lifted. Draw the shoulders back, take the gaze forward. Keep breathing. Let's take the arms a little bit wider. Start to straighten through the left leg. Fold the body forward. Nice steady breathing. So deep stretch here at the back of that leg. Bend into the left knee. So here we're going to bring the left fingertips inside the left foot. Keep the back heel lifted. Breathe in as we float the right arm up to the sky. Nice steady breath. Press the right shoulder open. And slowly bring the right hand down. I'm going to swap the hands over. Taking the left arm up to the sky. Press the left shoulder open. Nice deep breaths. So maybe feel a little bit of heat building in the body. Float the left hand down. We're going to lightly step the left foot back. Breathe in as we float forward into our plank. Shoulders balanced above the wrists. Tiny little softness in the elbows. From here, let's take a deep breath in. As we exhale, slowly lower the body down. Taking the hands either side of the mat, fingertips to the floor, shoulders back and down. Let's breathe in as we peel the body up. And let's hold it here without holding the breath. So maybe a little bit of movement through the neck. So the belly is gently drawn in towards the spine. And let's slowly lower the body down. Hands in line with the chest, tuck the toes, press the tailbone back, and breathe in as we lift up into our downward facing dog. Spread the fingers nice and wide. And then we're going to step the right foot forward. Front knee over the ankle, keep the back heel lifted. Breathe in as we lift the upper body. And let's float the arms up. So we're coming into our first higher lunge. Drawing the shoulders back and down, arms in line with the ears, palms facing in. Slow the breath down, nice and steady. Take a deep breath in through the nose. As we exhale, we're going to spin the back heel down, take the arms wide, coming into our Virabhadrasana 2. Warrior 2, shoulders down away from the ears. Release the back arm down, breathe in as we float the right arm up to the sky, palm faces in.
Maybe sink that front thigh a little bit deeper. And let's slowly bring the right hand down to the floor, inside the right foot. Keep the front knee bent as we take the left arm up to the sky. So again, that nice upper body rotation. So here we can engage with the pads of the fingers on that right hand. Soften the toes. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale as we look down to the floor. Let's start to straighten through that right leg. Bring the hand to rest on the shin, maybe the foot. And let's keep that left arm up to the sky. So moving into our lovely triangle, our Trikonasana. Steadiness through our foundation. And then maybe float the left arm forward. So this is an option here. We can keep the arm up to the sky. Always listening to your own body. If the left arm is forward, breathe in as we lift that arm up. Exhale as we bend that right knee, bring both hands to the floor, step it back. I'm going to move to our first Vinyasa, breathing forward to our plank. Exhaling as we lower, belly draws in. Inhale as we float forward and up. Exhale as we send the hips back. Downward facing dog. Spread the fingers nice and wide, scoot the belly in. Slow it down. Step the left foot forward. Keep the back heel lifted. Breathe in as we lift the body up. Back into our high lunge. Nice steady breath. So arms in line with the ears, shoulders back and down, palms face in. And let's take a nice deep breath in. Exhale as we spin the back heel down, take the arms wide, shoulders down away from the ears. Into Virabhadrasana 2. Nice steady breathing. Let's release the back arm down. Breathe in as we float the left arm up. Nice steady breath. And on the next exhale, let's float the left hand down to the floor. Keep the left knee bent. Let's take the right arm all the way up to the sky. So again, pressing the right shoulder open. Nice upper body twist, steady our foundation. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale as we look down. Straighten through that left leg. Bringing the left hand to the foot of the shin. And let's float the right arm up. Into our triangle, our Trikonasana. So find your variation here. Maybe an option to float the right arm forward. In line with that back leg. Wherever we are, listen to our own bodies. So that right arm's forward, breathe in as we float it up. Exhale as we bend the left knee, frame the front foot, step it back. And move to a Vinyasa, breathing forward to our plank. Exhaling as we lower down. Inhale as we lift to the chest. Exhale as we send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Softness in the elbows. Lovely. From here, we're going to step the feet to the center of the mat. Take the feet wide. Turn the heels in, turn the toes out. Sink the tailbone down. Coming into our Malasana, our yogi squat. So bringing the elbows to the inside of the thighs. Bringing the palms to touch. Using the elbows to press the knees open. Shoulders back and down. So a lovely deep stretch down into the hips. Lovely way of finding space down in the lower back. Lovely. Let's take our right hand out to the side, down to the floor, and breathe in as we float the left arm up to the sky. Hold it here without holding the breath. Keep the knees pressing open. Maintain a softness in the toes, and let's swap them over. Bring the left hand down to the floor, out to the side, take the right arm up to the sky. Nice steady breathing. Let's bring both hands down to the floor. Begin to lift the hips up towards the sky. Walk the feet in towards each other. Keep them hip distance apart and parallel the sides of the mat. We're going to catch hold of our big toes. Take a deep breath in through the nose as we lengthen. And as we exhale, fold the body in. Nice deep forward fold. Lovely. Let's walk the hands forward. Step the feet back. Move through a Vinyasa. Breathing forward to our plank. Exhaling as we lower down. Inhale as we lift through the chest. Shoulders back and down. Exhale as we send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. A little pedal to the heels. Maybe a little sway into the hips. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Lovely, let's breathe forward into our plank. Exhale as we lower the knees down. Release the toes. Send the hips back to the heels. Reaching the arms forward. Back into our extended child's pose. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Nice deep breaths. So find that space with the breath. Maybe walk the fingers a little bit further forward. So we can really feel that stretch in the sides of the body. And it slowly comes to sit up. Nice and gently. Let's bring the feet forward. So bring the soles of the feet to the floor, knees in line with the ankles and the hips, catch a hold of the backs of the thighs, lift the shoulders, roll them back and down, lean it back, let's float the feet off the floor. From here we can release the hands, we can have the palms facing up, either hold it steady here, or an option here is to straighten the legs forward. Nice deep breaths wherever we are. Lovely, let's bend our knees, catch a hold of our knees, breathe in as we lift through the crown of the head. We're going to do that one more time, release the arms, lean it back, start to straighten the legs, and let's lift the arms up towards the sky. So bulbs just gone in the room, nice deep breaths, and let's bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet to the floor, hug the knees in. Breathe in as we lift high through the chest. And as we exhale, let's slowly bring the back of the body down. That poor bulb has just ended its life mid-flow. So the room's just got a little bit darker, but just in time for us to come down onto our mat. So let's bring the soles of the feet down to the floor. Let's have the feet hip width apart. Arms down the sides of the body, palms facing down. Keeping the knees and the ankles in line with the hips. Let's take a deep breath into the back of the body. And as we exhale, let's slowly lift the hips up towards the sky. Interlace our fingers. And let's draw the shoulder blades in towards each other, lifting the chest up a little bit higher. Hold it here without holding the breath. Lovely, slowing everything gently down. And let's lower the back of the body down to the floor. Straighten the left leg along the floor, press the heel away. Straighten the right leg up to the sky, catch hold of the back of the thigh. Press both heels away from the body, engaging with the backs of the legs. And then we're going to bend that right knee, hug it in towards the body. Lift the head and shoulders, take the gaze towards the knees, shoulders back and down, softness in the back of the neck. Nice deep breaths. And slowly lower the head down. Keep hold of that right shin with the left hand, take the right arm nice and wide. Deep breath in through the nose, and as we exhale, draw that leg over to the left as we take our gaze over to the right. So a nice little spiral down into the lower back. And breathe in as we release that leg back to the center. Straighten the right leg along the floor, straighten the left leg up to the sky, press into both heels. Catch hold of the back of that left thigh. Nice deep breaths. Bend the left knee, hug the knee in, lift the head and shoulders, gaze towards the knee. Lower the head and shoulders. Keep hold of that shin with the right hand, take the left arm wide. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale as we draw that leg over to the right. Take our gaze over to the left. And gently come back to the center. Hug both knees in, a little rock from side to side. And straighten the legs along the floor. Take the arms down the sides of the body, palms facing up. Feet soften out to the sides. Deep breath in through the nose. And release that breath with a big sigh. And releasing all control of the breath. Allowing the body to simply breathe itself. As we let go of all control and surrender into our shavasana. If you wish to continue your shavasana, please feel free to do so. Otherwise, find some gentle movements through the hands, down into the wrists, the toes and the ankles. Just take a deep breath in as we have a lovely big stretch. Releasing with a big sigh. Draw the knees in towards the body. Catching the knees with both hands. Nice gentle short rock from side to side. And easing over onto our left or the right. Coming up to a comfortable seat. So for darkness on the right side. Thank you very much for taking the time to practice with me today. If you enjoyed the session, please click the like, the subscribe. If
If you want to donate to the classes, there's a little link below where you can buy me a coffee. Thank you very much. Enjoy your day, your week, wherever you are, and I shall see you again soon.